Hey guys, today it's Tyler. I'm going to be recording the Avago Technologies Mazer Type R2 wireless mouse. So, just like the Corsair Scimitar review that we did, which you can check up there, this mouse is quite fascinating, so we felt the need to do a review of it. In total, this mouse has 6 buttons. So 6 buttons. There's the right click, or the left click, the right click, the middle mouse button. And then there's 2 on the side, unlike our Corsair Scimitar with 12 buttons on the side. And then there's 1 button in the middle that's not programmable or usable in most cases, but that's just to change the DPI. This mouse has 3 different modes. So there's off, which is the state I have it in now. On, where you can't tell the difference besides the DPI flashes once. And then finally, there's an LED mode that I don't like to use, and I'll explain that later. So I'm going to put it back into the off mode just to save battery life. But battery life is actually the reason that I don't like to use the LED mode. See, I bought this mouse about 9-10 months ago. I got it last Christmas. And I've used it since then, just on and off, or I've used it straight through since then. And I've only had to replace the batteries twice. See, one time I used it for about a month and a half with the LEDs on periodically. And not all the time, just every once in a while. Sometimes if I'd play, like if I had a headache, I'd play in the dark with the LEDs on so it'd be easier to see the mouse, etc. And I feel like it kind of accents like the LEDs that I have from my computer because they're in the same general vicinity. But however, the batteries on that only lasted for a month and a half. Now, since then, I've been on the same set of batteries, and I haven't used the LEDs once. So clearly, not using the LEDs is way more efficient, and I know it might seem cool, but I just don't use the LEDs as much as most people would do. Except for with a wired mouse, you don't have to rely on the batteries giving out because it takes the power straight from the USB cord, which is quite nice. Now this mouse is a 2500 DPI, which it's quite low. It's got a few different settings. I don't know specifically what it goes to when you change those settings. I know 2500 is its max, and that's what's advertised on this box right here. Now this box is actually kind of cool. See, when I received this product, I expected some arguably low quality packaging like I would normally receive from products that I get from overseas. However, this is actually quite a nice box. So there's these clips that I'll attach to the box on the outside, and then with that, there's this one layer of foam that was on top of the mouse when I got it, and then the mouse goes in this cutout right here with a set of batteries that they advertise using and the USB dongle right there. And I don't think I showed that off yet. Is this mouse communicates over a USB dongle that's conveniently placed in the lower portion of the mouse here. It can just slide right in, and that's kind of nice. Nothing special about the USB nano receiver besides the fact that it's got eBlue, which is the name probably of their line of mice. Other than that, it's just a regular nano receiver. But yeah, this mouse has been my daily driver for quite some time. I don't have much to say negatively about it. There are a few things. So first off, my negatives start with the basis of I play games a lot, and quite often in games it's like rapid clicking, and I can't replicate it all the time because it doesn't happen all the time. But every once in a while, there's this like sound of a spring being loaded, or sound of it like squeaking if you're clicking it enough. it's not noticeable to like a huge extent, but I have to say that my system is quite quiet, so I hear it over my system, which is a problem. I can hear it if I'm focusing. I can hear it over my headphones, which is another problem. But then again, it doesn't do it all the time. So I'm not going to take up a lot of points for that, but it's something I wanted to mention. And the clicking is, or the screeching noise that you hear every once in a while. When it does it for long periods of time. So, like if I use it and I say I want to game for about an hour, and I'll use it throughout that whole hour, and through that whole hour, I'll hear the clicking and I'll hear the screeching, and that gets on my nerves. But then I can come back the next day, and it's not so much an issue. So that's the one con that I've been noticing about it. Another thing that I've noticed is that there are a lot of accents on this mouse. Like these white areas that you can see, and the one where my hand normally rests, or the bottom part of my thumb, is starting to wear loose. Or not wear loose, but just wear off. It used to be white. Now, if you can see it at all, it's like a grayish color, and it's starting to wear. If my fingers were, if my hand was a little bit bigger and my fingers were positioned to the outside of these clips, I would imagine this one would wear off just the same. And there are a lot of these small divots all around the mice that things like skin, small hair like eyelashes or something can get caught in, and so you got to clean it off quite often, which is a pain. I'm not sure of any particular way to take this mouse apart. I have never had the need to. The only thing I ever need to do is open up the back here to access the batteries, where it runs on 2 AA batteries. And so AA are pretty cheap. You can buy them for large amounts. And then this mouse does not consume a lot of batteries as long as you do not have the LEDs on. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this mouse. If you liked this video, like it. If you disliked it, you can hit that button too. Please don't. And then, if you want to drop a comment in the section below and tell us whether or not you want us to keep reviewing mice, or if you want us to, or have any other suggestions for us to review. Also, in the description is a Amazon link where you can change your bookmark to our affiliate code, and that helps us out whenever you buy any product from Amazon. Also, we have a Patreon link in the description below, and you can give us a donation, either on like a monthly basis or some sort of like time period, and that helps us out a lot as well. And then don't forget to subscribe.